At less than 1% the value of the original '58 Korina Explorer, let's see if these reissues are any good. Hi, Sam from Guitar Village here. Today at Centre Stage we're taking a look at the Gibson Custom Shop '58 Explorer reissue. We're in the very lucky position of having two of these guitars in the shop right now, one with a black pickguard and one with a white pickguard. Before we take a look at this model in detail, let's have a look at the history behind it. During the 1950s, there was a battle between Fender and Gibson. Leo Fender saw Gibson guitars as an out-of-tune guitar company with all their best years behind them. Ted McCarty, Gibson's president at the time, had other ideas though, and in 1957 he assembled a team to design the most modern guitars yet, guitars that would leave even Leo Fender scratching his head. Three models were designed, the Flying V, the Modern and the Explorer, and out of those only two were released into production. The Flying V had some moderate success, but the Explorer on the other hand was a complete flop and Gibson could barely give them away. It wasn't until the 1970s that players started to demand and actually want to use these models, and in 1976 Gibson decided to reissue them. Those original 1958 and '59 models now are so coveted that we saw one sell recently at auction for in excess of $1 million. These reissues, on the other hand, are less than 1% of that value. So let's take a look at them. Just like those original models, the bodies and necks are built using Korina, a tone wood similar to mahogany. It's lightweight, and Ted McCarty chose it because he says it was easy to get a natural finish with these. In fact, both the examples I have here in front of me are less than £9. The Indian rosewood fretboard is fitted using hide glue, and keeping to 1958 spec, we've got Custom tuners, an ABR1 Tunematic bridge with an aluminium stop bar. The tone comes from these two Gibson custom buckers which pass through CTS pots with a phone book capacitor. Over the years, many players have been seen using the Explorer. You've got guys like Eric Clapton, James Hetfield, Rick Nielsen and U2's The Edge. A lot of companies even started out life doing their own versions of the Explorer. You've got Dean and ESP. Playing these Explorer reissues transports you back to the late '50s, and they don't feel or react to you playing like any other guitar I've played before. When I think of Explorers, and I think this is the case for most people, you almost think of just heavy metal and hard rock, but these really, they're just not that. They've got a much softer side. The tone is articulate and open, similar to a Telecaster. If you want the tone and feel of an original Explorer, you can't get much closer than these. Doing the research and learning a lot more about the Explorers has been really fun and interesting for me, and I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. If you do want to find out any more about these Explorers, the links will be in the description below. Thanks for watching.